안녕하세요. 밴쿠버 인사이트입니다. 오늘은 캐나다의 재정 상황에 대해 이야기해 보겠습니다. 최근 소셜미디어에서 화제가 된 캐나다 납세자 연맹의 데bt 클락을 통해 캐나다의 연방 부채가 어느 정도인지, 그리고 현재 경제 상황과 어떤 연관이 있는지 알아보겠습니다. 먼저 데bt 클락이 무엇인지부터 살펴보겠습니다. 이 시계는 캐나다 납세자 연맹에서 제공하는 실시간 부채 계산기로 캐나다 연방정부의 부채가 얼마나 빠르게 증가하는지를 보여줍니다. 2025년 6월 1일 현재 기준으로 연방 부채는 무려 1조 2,620억 달러에 달하고 있습니다. 지금 이 순간에도 숫자는 계속 올라갑니다. 국민 1인당 부채는 3만 118달러로 하루의 부채가 1억 986만 3,013달러, 시간당 457만 7,625달러씩 늘어나고 있습니다. 이 숫자는 단순한 통계가 아닙니다. 캐나다 경제와 국민 생활에 직접적인 영향을 미치는 중요한 지표입니다. 데bt 클락의 숫자가 왜 중요한지 더 깊이 들어가 보겠습니다. 연방 부채가 1조 2,620억 달러라는 건 정부가 그만큼의 돈을 빌려서 운영하고 있다는 뜻입니다. 이 부채는 결국 국민 세금으로 갚아야 하죠. 이 부채, 우리 모두의 몫입니다. 캐나다 국민 1인당 부담해야 할 금액은 무려 3만 118달러입니다. 여러분, 이 돈이면 무엇을 할 수 있을까요? 새 차를 구매할까요? 집 다운 페이먼트를 할까요? 아니면 가족과 여행을 떠날까요? 노후를 위해 저축을 할까요? 하지만 지금 이건 우리의 빚입니다. 문제는 이 부채가 계속 증가하고 있다는 점입니다. 시간당 457만 달러씩 늘어나는 부채는 정부 재정의 지속 가능성에 대한 경고 신호입니다. 위키피디아에 따르면 이자율이 1%포인트만 상승해도 연방 적자가 연간 100억 달러 이상 늘어날 수 있다고 합니다. 게다가 경제 성장이 느려지면 세금 수입이 줄어들고 부채 비율은 더 악화됩니다. 이 상황에서는 정부가 재정을 관리하기가 더 어려워질 것입니다. 그렇다면 지금 캐나다에서 무슨 일이 일어나고 있을까요? 바로 경제 위기가 점점 다가오고 있다는 것입니다. 주택가격 폭락과 재고 증가, 이민은 늘어나고 있지만 실업률은 2025년 4월 기준으로 6.9%로 상승했습니다. 일자리 창출은 줄어들고 범죄율은 증가 중입니다. 캐나다인의 85%가 월급으로 연명하고 있으며 푸드뱅크 이용률이 급증하고 있습니다. 게다가 식료품 가격은 계속 오를 전망입니다. 이 모든 것이 합쳐져 캐나다의 최악의 쓰나미가 다가오고 있습니다. 우리는 지금 심각한 위기 속에 살고 있습니다.
We just got some new data. The biggest story in 2025, and our mainstream media is non-existent. They're not covering the story whatsoever. It's Canada's immigration plan. Imagine this. 16 fully loaded to the brim 747 jetliners landing in Canada every single day. Each jetliner has 416 people. And guess what? All of them have one-way tickets. And if for some reason there's a day off, that means a fully loaded 747 jetliner is landing in Canada every 45 minutes in this country, and they're all one way. And it gets even more insane. Our federal government is financially helping these people move here, travel expenses, and settlements. They're settling here. And they're providing these individuals with a 0% loan of up to $40,000. I don't know what Canadian gets a loan that's 0% interest, but this is the reality. So isn't that fantastic? The second that these new people come to Canada, they become immediately debt slaves to the system. Most of these people are coming to Canada because they're leaving a terrible place and they're coming here to have a better life in Canada. But in reality, they're coming to a collapsing Canada. This is not a fairy tale. This is not a made-up story. And where are these people going to live? Canada has a housing crisis. And our government's solution is providing Canadians with plywood shacks with these manufactured homes And our seniors, they're giving them shipping containers.
This is exciting because I'm in front of a construction site. It's home to 55 seniors.
Shipping containers for seniors. There's no housing in Canada. It doesn't exist right now. It's because we've overloaded the system. And jobs? There are none of those as well. We currently have 1.5 million unemployed Canadians right now. Our economy is rapidly imploding, and our government is like, hey, everything is under control.
We have a plan, and our plan is working. 2.2%, Mr., in terms of growth in the last quarter. This is what Canada is about. It's about investing in our people. It's about investing in our industry. It's about investing in Canada. Mr. Speaker, not only we have growth, but we always have a triple rating, a AAA credit rating, Mr. Speaker. One of the two countries in the G7. Imagine, Mr. Speaker, that's a confident Canada. That's an ambitious Canada. That's the Canada we'll build together.
In just 4 months, Canada added 817,000 people. That's 200,000 people per month. That's not immigration. And no one, I mean absolutely nobody voted for this. Check out this article. This article is from December 12th of 2024. This is when our economy was bad, but today it's far worse with Donald Trump and everything that's going on. It says nearly half of Canadians favor mass deportation. That's half of Canadians. And 65% think there are way too many immigrants. Why? Because of housing costs and employment challenges. And that was from December. Imagine what that is today. And then we find out about this new information. Let's take a look at the numbers. So Canada added between January and April, so those 4 months, 132,100 were granted permanent residency, while 194,000 study permits and nearly 500,000 work permits, including extensions, were finalized by Immigration, Refugee, and Citizens Canada. Canada, you can't make any of this stuff up. So that is 200,000 people per month. If we actually annualize that, 200,000 times 12 is 2.4 million people. I can't even comprehend that amount of people. With our economy clearly in trouble and we're losing potentially hundreds of thousands of jobs, why in the hell do we have 500,000 people that are working here on temporary working visas? I know why. Let's take a look. Here's a chart from Statistics Canada. Remember Philippe Champagne saying our economy is on fire right now. We have 2.2% GDP growth. See, what happens is they offload all this immigration into Canada, lowering our standard of living, lowering wages, resulting in all sorts of havoc, housing, everything is crumbling. But we could show that we have positive GDP figures. But our GDP per capita has not increased in over a decade. That means you and I are getting poorer. And us Canadians are supposed to be grateful. We should be so grateful. We live in the best country on planet Earth. Work hard and be grateful, Canada. Pay your taxes and be grateful for the $9 strawberries I bought in the store today. The math ain't mathing. This is not about race. This is about the pace. Canada can't absorb all of these people without breaking something, and we are breaking. So what do we do next? There needs to be a game plan. Well, Jamal Giovanni, the Conservative MP, has started a petition.
Tried to talk to him, but, communication barrier just made it hard, and very nice guy, though. I see him again a year later in this most recent election, and he knows a little bit more English this time. And you know what he says to me? Too much immigration. And I said, sir, your English is impeccable. Now, he didn't know a lot of words, but he knew enough to get that point across because he knew what he was experiencing and feeling on the ground. You didn't have to be in Canada very long to see that. And that's what I'm trying to get across when I say what it looks like to bring common sense to Parliament. The first thing I'm going to do as the Member of Parliament for Bowmanville, Oshawa North, is launch a petition to end the Temporary Foreign Workers Program. This program has been a disaster for workers in this country. From January to October of 2024 alone, over 160,000 work permits were issued for this program. And a fraction of those for seasonal agricultural work might make sense, but the vast majority are putting a crunch on the workforce in this country. Youth unemployment hit 14%, the highest it's been in a decade, not counting COVID years. And a lot of young people are struggling to find their first job, their first opportunity in the job market. The wages for Canadian workers have gone down dramatically because of programs like the Temporary Foreign Workers Program. And I understand that the Liberals will say they've taken action on the immigration issue. Prime Minister Mark Carney just put out a mandate letter that said he wanted to reform immigration. But I think we need to hold them to a higher standard than just empty words. The Globe and Mail just published an article where economists are pointing out there are hundreds of thousands of people in Canada who have overstayed their visas and the government has lost track of them. When we say the immigration system has some very serious flaws, we mean it.
In order to eliminate and end all temporary foreign labor until we fix our economy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the link to his petition in my comment section. Go ahead and sign it. I've already signed it, and I encourage all of you to do the same. Enough is enough. We need to fix this.
지금 캐나다는 분명 어려운 시기를 겪고 있습니다. 하지만 이런 위기 속에서도 우리가 할 수 있는 일은 있습니다. 먼저 정부의 재정 정책에 관심을 갖고 목소리를 내는 게 중요합니다. 캐나다 납세자 연맹의 debt clock은 단순한 숫자가 아니라 우리 모두가 주목해야 할 경고 메시지라고 생각합니다. 앞으로의 경제 상황이 어떻게 변할지 계속 지켜보면서 더 나은 미래를 위해 함께 고민해 보기를 바랍니다.